Hello, hi. My name is Dr. Karen Perez, and today we'll be discussing apoptosis and cancer. So let's get into it. So, what is apoptosis? This is actually called or defined as a programmed cell death. So, apoptosis is controlled and regulated form of cell death that plays a crucial role in various physiological processes such as development, tissue homeostasis, and immune response. So it's often referred to as cell suicide because what happens is that the cell actively participates in its own destruction. Apoptosis serves as a mechanism to remove unwanted or damaged cells from the body without causing inflammation or damage to the surrounding cell. So let's look at the process of apoptosis. So in the beginning, this is a normal cell. Apoptosis can be triggered by DNA damage, external signals such as death lesions bind to cell surface receptors. So whenever defect takes place within the cell, it's signal to say, hey, you need to get rid of yourself because you're defective. After that, the cells start shrinking. Then it start creating membranes that start pebbling, and you start seeing the organelles that's within the cells start disintegrating. The nucleus and the organelle collapse, and it becomes what we call an apoptotic body form. Now, how does it get rid of it? There is no inflammation that's taking place. No other cells around it has been damaged. Just this one cell that something is wrong with that is going into the destruction form. So the balance of the bodies that is left is removed by what we call macrophages or phagocytosis. All right, and that's how those pebbles are removed from the area. So let's look at apoptosis and cancer. Apoptosis plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance between cell growth and cell death in the body. Because remember, I mentioned early on that if the cell senses that something is wrong with it, it's going to go into self-destruction. So when a cell becomes damaged, infected, or undergo any kind of mutation that can potentially lead to cancer, apoptosis serves as a protective mechanism to eliminate these abnormal cells before they can be replicated and contribute to tumor formation. However, cancer cells often develop strategies to evade apoptosis, contributing to uncontrolled growth and spread of tumors. So here's how apoptosis and is connected to cancer in a sense by either suppression, evasion, resistance to chemotherapy, and even therapeutic targets. So the tumor suppression, normal cells have mechanism in place to detect DNA damage, as I mentioned early on, or mutation that can lead to cancer. So if these cells are beyond repair, they initiate apoptosis to eliminate themselves. So this process is part of the body's tumor suppression. All right, apoptosis is in place to prevent tumor growth. Now, when one of the things that occur is that the cells or the cancer cell has a way to evade the self-destruction, as noted in 2, evasion of apoptosis in cancer. So cells can acquire genetic alteration that allows them to resist apoptosis. This evasion of apoptosis is one of the hallmarks of cancer. By evading apoptosis, cancer cells can survive and continue to proliferate. And this contributes to the formation of tumors. Number 3, resistant to chemotherapy and radiation. So many cancer treatments, such as chemotherapy and radiation therapy, work by reducing apoptosis in rapidly dividing cells, including cancer cells. However, some cancer cells can develop resistance to these treatments by acquiring mutations that prevent apoptosis from being triggered. So this resistance can make cancer treatment less effective and allow the tumor to continue to grow. Therapeutic targets. Number 4. So given the importance of apoptosis in controlling cancer growth, researchers are actively exploring ways to target the apoptosis pathway as a potential cancer treatment. So if they can target the potential pathway of apoptosis and have the cell self-destruct, then again, the tumor will reduce. Apoptosis regulator. So certain proteins plays key role in regulating apoptosis. All right. And so by regulating apoptosis, this is just a way to have the cell initiate self-destruction, thus reducing the tumor itself. Now, this is a recap. What is cancer? Cancer is a group of disease characterized by uncontrolled and abnormal growth of cell in the body. That's cancer. It begins when the normal cell go underneath a genetic mutation that leads them to divide. Normally, with apoptosis, self-destruction of a cell, the cell is supposed to be able to destruct itself. Look at this diagram here on the screen. Here you have a cell that's mutated. Apoptosis should kick in once it's identified that something is wrong with it. However, because of cancer cell ability to bypass apoptosis, the cells start dividing and multiplying rapidly and maybe even invade other surrounding area and even move from one area to another, which is called metastasis. And that we'll talk about later on. So this is how cancer cells are formed. Now keep in mind that cancer can be in any area of the body. Can be in the brain, can be in the mouth, can be in the lungs, can be in the skin, can be in the GI, the pancreas, the prostate, cervical, vagina, any area of the body. So the process of apoptosis and cancer formation or forming cells can be in any part of the body, as described in the process as I told you about apoptosis and cancer. So I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe. You'll be getting additional video as it relates to how to grade, how to stage, what is malignant versus benign. So look forward to these upcoming videos, and thank you so much for watching.